so cool, like to remember that. And then we sat at Panera again, hours a day, just learning Facebook. Basically, we started the Facebook page, and that was all we did. We didn't have a website or anything, and knew not one thing about Facebook ads or anything, but we sat there, and that's how we started. And we gathered onesie, twosie clients, and then, I think we started off with a Square, like a Square financial software.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Square
started
up
off
or
with a
whatever.
Square, like just a card reader, and we ran a lot of stuff through that at first, and then once we were, making a little bit more money, we went with like a different management software. But that's the long story of how we got started. Pretty much the nitty gritty details of what we did.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
So it was like about 450 square foot piece of turf that we were pretty much working on, where we did all of our speed training. We didn't do much strength training back then because classes were only an hour long.
Yeah. Did a little bit with some of the older kids, but mostly just speed and mobility, really.
Yeah.
Like recovery too. We taught some of those kids about recovery and just teaching them how to move better, and it just started to progress. And then we added I think we just always had advertised that we could do personal training.
Right.
Or like adult fitness. I don't remember what the original, I have to look back at what the original ad said, but we got a handful of adult clients too, like onesie twosies as well, or maybe it was like a parent. They're still with us.
Yeah.
BJ and his kids started with us, and him and his wife were training with me as like a personal training sessions, and that's how our like barbell club was formed. It was started off with them, and then her, Jen, BJ, and Marina.
Yeah.
And then that transformed into our like barbell club because it was like peak hours. Like while their kids were training, I would do adult workouts with them, and then we started getting more and more, and we started developing this like adult fitness class, and it just kept going from there. Man. And the crazy thing was, we were only at that other gym for 9 months.
Really?
Yeah. It felt like...
I guess it was 9 months.
I mean, when I say that we weren't messing around when we got here, we were not messing around. It was like, we got here, I think we worked out at Gold's for 1 week before we found that other gym. Like, we had signed a month contract with Gold's, and then, like, the next couple days, we were like, oh, well, now we don't even need that because we just got the, into the new place. But yeah, about 450 square feet of turf, and we used to come in there early too, and we'd have our backpacks and our duffel bags with different bands and different other things that we would bring with us, and our own lifting gear and laptops, and just run the business from the boxes in the back of the gym, basically. And we started to create some hype. I think the first big thing that we did was the holiday speed clinic.
Yeah.
So we made an event on Facebook, and we boosted it. We just regular boosted it. I think we got 30 kids.
Yeah, we got a lot of kids.
I mean, we didn't charge much at the time, maybe $25 for 2 days, but, again, we had no clue what the heck we were doing. We ran an ad, we boosted it, and we had, I think, probably 30 kids at that event. And we just would do everything we could to make it happen. We should shoot videos. We had no idea about videos or like posting consistently or like mashing up videos or anything. But I think the footage from that holiday speed clinic, or maybe it was the spring break one after that, but it was one of like the biggest ads that we ever did. Was just a little mashup video that we made on our cell phone.
Yep.
To put on our Facebook page, and it just is crazy how much response we got just seeing these kids and how much fun they had. What do you think is like the big thing that separated us at the beginning?
I think it was kind of, well, when they saw the training, they realized that it was a little bit different. There's a little bit of a purpose behind everything that we did. It wasn't just kind of cones and ladders where it was just kind of the same thing every day, very monotonous.
We do cones and ladders, but
right, yeah, we
we
do footwork stuff and everything. I think it's beneficial in its time, but it wasn't the same thing all the time. We had a lot more structure. Like we had class times. You show up on time. We do a warm up together as a group. We do speed training together as a group. We do lifting together as a group. we cool down together as a group.
Mm-hmm.
It was very structured. I think that was a big thing where it wasn't just kind of, okay, show up around 9 o'clock, and whoever shows up, we'll start here, whatever.
Oh, we're lifting from 9 to noon, like show up and just
it was very
get your lift in.
Yeah, it was really structured. It was really, and I think even when they just heard us talk, well, we did our evals. We did free evals for everybody too. I think that was the biggest thing. Was we always, since day one, we've always done free athletic evaluations.
Yeah, so that we could show people the value.
Right.
Definitely a big
because I think that
difference.
might be the biggest thing that sets us apart is we can kind of look at somebody and watch how they move, and then we can tell them how we're going to be able to help them.
Right. And it's still like such a big point of value for clients, new clients. We've done like probably 600. What did we say? The other 600 evals,
something like that. Yeah.
And we have like just a huge stack of papers that we've done over the years, and we do like a modified FMS at the time. I don't know, we might have done a regular FMS. I don't remember. We modified from the beginning.
I think we did modify a little bit.
But a little modified FMS, and we would run them through like baseline numbers. Like I just didn't realize how much extra added value that gave to people, at the time. That's just really true. And I think the way we coach too.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
We're really relatable with the kids.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite things to hear from the parents, and we hear it a lot, is that the kids are like, even like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, they're like waiting in the car for mom and dad. They're like, hey, we got to go to train. Like, let's go. I'm going to be late. Not the other way around where the parent has to drag the kid kicking and screaming to baseball practice. Like, we really make the training fun and relatable to them. I tell our interns all the time, like, when you're going through an evaluation process with them, like any chance you can get to relate it specifically to that person, that individual, they are like 1,000 times more likely to follow through or to want to be here. You got to give people that why behind it. I think is a really big important thing. Like, why are they here? Most kids, when you ask them that question, they'll look right at mom and dad.
Yeah. So
for them to start to understand, like to get these kids to think and to open up their minds a little bit, like, why am I here? Like, what am I doing? Get them to think is just really awesome to see, and they just love to be here. So I touched on the, bringing the why to the kids and how they just buy in so much more, and even the adult clients. If you know the why you're doing something, you're going to be much more likely to follow through and to continue it with, passion and with energy. So in closing today, we want to, have you guys start thinking about your why on your fitness journey. We can help you guys with the how, but the why is up to you. So thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate it.
Stay tuned, guys. We're going to have some pretty awesome guests coming on. We're going to talk about some pretty cool things. So stay tuned and ask us any questions you have. Thanks.